Looking at trends in quality, I sort of look back at the way the UK or the England water industry has looked at quality challenges in the raw. And really in the past, there was really a treat and resolve approach to raw water quality issues. If the quality was poor, we would install treatment, and that was the expectation to resolve that quality issue. And that really sort of prompted a move, along with other things, towards more catchment management and more stakeholder engagement and understanding this sort of source to tap approach of drinking water quality management. And really that's developed more over the last 10 or 15 years. We've seen the development of a concept called drinking water safety plans in the UK. And that's really quite embedded now. And that's reported on a source to tap basis. It looks at the catchment, the treatment processes, the network and customer properties, all as things that contribute to quality. And we work with a number of stakeholders across that depth. And thinking of raw water management is an essential treatment step, I think, is a key part of that approach. And I really think tackling raw water issues can be thought of in two strands. There are a number of legacy issues that are still out there and require reactive management, such as historical solvent spills or industrial practices that are no longer there, but the contaminant is still in the raw water, and looking at what we can do to reduce that and improve that position. And clearly operational practices within water companies, the regulations have tightened up, the understanding of treatment has changed massively over the last 40, 50 years. So operational practices that were acceptable in the 70s, 80s and 90s, now you think, well, actually that may have caused us a problem. And for us, for example, that's led to sediment build-up in some of our raw water reservoirs, which we're now trying to resolve as well. So there's the legacy issues part, but there's also the proactive management part, to prevent newer challenges and risks. And over the last few years, we had an issue in the UK, and I'm sure across Europe as well, with metaldehyde, the slug pellets and the treatment for that. And really, that was approached in a very different way to the historic way of treating things, other pesticides. So it's sort of a proactive way of working with stakeholders to try and reduce the impacts of that. We're seeing seasonal trends, and it's about understanding those and planning better for those, back to that resilience tie-in of that's what we're trying to focus on. Proactively working with stakeholders on that source to tap approach with farming practices, and changing regulations. As things change, we need to sort of be involved and trying to make sure we are prepared for any changes that are likely to come in. The key is that removal of the risk at source is often the most efficient and effective option in protecting your treatment process, protecting your final water quality and your quantity of supplies to make sure that you're maintaining customer supplies.